Hello readers, welcome back to Shelfebook's YouTube channel. We talk about books, literature and all about bookish goodness. And today was a very nice gloomy day which has now turned sunny, and we thought what better than to talk about books today. So we have curated a little list of classics that you can read in one sitting or in less than a day. And yeah, let's get started. First up, we have Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This is a very modern kind of classic. It talks about the post-Civil War conditions in America. We follow the lives of two people, and they are trying to find ways to survive in a very primary, productive America, trying to survive by working on farms. Steinbeck's writing is just so profound. It is almost a refraction, not a reflection of course. It's almost a refraction of the works of Samuel Beckett. It's kind of absurd, like how his Waiting for Godot is. And overall, I think Of Mice and Men is a very refreshing take on how people just struggled to find work, especially the working class, and when you see it in contrast with today's world, how easy things have become. I think this is a very important text you should read. And what is even more fun is that it's just a little over 100 pages, so you can pick this one up. Then we have Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Now, just like Steinbeck, Hemingway is talking about a post-war America where people are only starting to get new work after industrialization has dawned upon them. And so this one is not necessarily about a man who's working, but it's about a man who has gone through all of this and is now coming to a full circle realization about what his life has been about. This story takes us through the life of an old man, a very young person, and it's completely set on a seashore. And well, this one won Ernest Hemingway his very first Nobel Prize. So I think this is something that you should read. It's profound, it's tragic in ways that you cannot imagine, and it will get your brain thinking about all of the problems people before us have been facing up till now. Next up, we have Poetics by Aristotle. Now this one isn't quite a bit of a fictional book, it's more on the lines of philosophy, but I believe that whenever you're picking up a book to read, you need the insight of a book like Poetics. It lays out so much important information about drama, about tragedy, about epic stories, and it's written in the time of the Greeks. It critiques Sophocles, it critiques the Iliad by Homer, but it is contemporarily also very important and will give you a very, very nice outlook whenever you read any text, especially if it's a classic book. Also, Aristotle is arguing against Plato, his teacher, and I think I love that about this, the sheer confidence that it must have taken Aristotle to come up on a stage and write a book and diss his own teacher. And I think that is a very good reason why you should be picking this book up. It's short, it's fun, it is insightful, and it will be over within a couple of hours if you read it. And we have Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Marquez has this very beautiful way of writing about extremely tragic family situations. Most of us must have read his 100 Years of Solitude, and the way he weaves the story with elements of magic and realism, amalgamating reality with magical elements, it's just so powerful and beautiful. And this one is especially important when we look at importance of feminism and the need to talk about patriarchal structures, and at the same time it talks about being in love and how it is going to cause destruction. Being in love is like someone hunting down these values of support, of dedication, but at the end of the day the society just doesn't want you to be in love. This one is not even 150 pages, and I can guarantee you that this will get you hooked with every page that you turn. And then we have The Stranger by Albert Camus. I think you can tell by the way that I have annotated this so heavily. It's one of my favorite classics to read, and this has got a Nobel Prize in literature too. Albert Camus talks about this character called Meursault, and he is French, he is humorous, and one thing that's very strange about Meursault is that he doesn't give a damn about anything. The opening line of this book is just so profound, it's so interesting. I can read that out for you guys. Mama died today, or yesterday maybe, I don't know. I got a telegram from the home, mother deceased, funeral tomorrow, faithfully yours. That doesn't mean anything. Maybe it was yesterday. Well, this is a man talking whose mother has just died. He's not certain about her death, he's not certain about her life, and he doesn't seem to care about anything. And that's what's different about this book. We care about the world as humans. We are taught to care about everything that is around us, be that our family, our parents, our pets, our plants. But Meursault is so stricken by depression. He's so stricken by this world that forces a rat race on him. He wants to emancipate from out there. Meursault wants to live a life that is not your ideal perfect life. His wants, his needs are not worldly. The book was originally written in French, and this one's a very beautiful translation of it. It's also called The Outsider. That's another title for it, and it got a Nobel Prize in literature, and I think everyone needs to read this. Also, plus point, it's only like 130 pages, so yeah, you should pick it up. And lastly, we have We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Adichie. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that name. Well, this one is not necessarily a classic, but it does take the reader through the history of feminism, especially black feminism, throughout ages, and how women have been oppressed under the patriarchal regime and things like that. This one, it's not a novel or a piece of fiction, it's actually a transcription of one of the TED Talks that she has given. And yeah, I think everyone should read this, and it's so tiny and so cute and so profound at the same time. That's like good enough reason for anyone to pick this up, and you should read this. Well, that is it for today, guys. These were a couple of our picks that are classics, that are short, and you won't put them down. Tell us in the comments how you liked this video and what else you would want us to cover, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Us? I'm just blabbering at this point. I wanted to say bullshit, but I can't say ठीक है. Was that short or not? छे. Give me a 3 to 1.
3 to 1.